right, how's everybody doing today? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Timberwork's Lumberjack Show here at the Florida State Fair. My name is Dave. I am going to be your host, commentator, and official scorekeeper for this afternoon's Lumberjack contest. And folks, we have a great one lined up for you today. We have two professional lumberjacks and two professional lumberjills. They are going to be teaming up and going to be competing head-to-head in several different events of modern-day timber sports. How many folks have seen timber sports before? Let me see a show of hands out there. All right, lots of you. How many folks have never seen timber sports before? That should be the rest of you, okay? I'll tell you what, if you've been tuning perhaps into the Steel Timber Sports series on ESPN, or maybe you've seen the local competition live somewhere, you're going to be familiar with a lot of the stuff taking place up here on the stage today. For those of you, however, who are not so familiar with the sport, I would like to take just a quick minute and give you a little bit of history on some of the stuff that we're going to be doing. Now, all the events you're going to see today have all come about from work, the day-to-day work of the old-time lumberjacks in the woods in North America many years ago. Now, before logging trucks and heavy equipment and chainsaws and all that sort of thing, all the work was done by hand. Cross-cut saws and axes were the tools of the trade that these men used every single day to help harvest the timber that built our growing nation. Back in the mid to late 1800s, the early part of the 1900s, as we all know, America was very rapidly growing westward. This westward push required a great deal of lumber. Now, to meet that demand, the timber barons from the east began to look west as well, and at that time they set their sights on the upper Midwest, Michigan, Minnesota, and our home state of Wisconsin, and some of the vast white pine stands that stood up around the Great Lakes. They would hire the lumberjacks in the fall of the year. They'd send them up into the Northwoods, where they spent the entire winter season living in the logging camps, far away from their homes and families many times. They spent every day cutting these huge pine trees down. They cut them up into lengths, and then they could use horses and oxen to pull the logs out of the woods and stack them by the nearest riverway. Huge piles of logs would gather beside the riverways all winter long. Now, in the spring of the year, when the snow and ice melted, the rivers opened up, they'd simply take all this timber, all these logs, push them into the rivers and float them downstream to deliver them to the sawmill. Once the logs made it to the mill, the lumberjack's job was done, and they would go to work at their summer job, whether that be in the sawmill or their home farm or whatever. Before they took off for the season, though, they would gather in some of these old rough and rowdy sawmill towns for an annual lumberjack competition. You know, each guy thought that he was the best at his job, whether he was a sawyer, whether he was a chopper, or whatever. Each guy thought that they were the best. You know, maybe they thought they deserved some more money than the guy working next to him. Well, folks, the only way to find out who was the best was with a competition just like we're going to have right now. So, in the spirit of competition, what I would like to do is divide you guys into two teams. Does that sound okay? You can't have a competition without having sides. We're going to have two logging camps today, all right? I'm going to give each camp a lumberjack and a lumberjill to cheer for. It is your job today, ladies and gentlemen, to cheer your team on, okay? Now, you can hoop and holler. You can make a bunch of noise. You can go crazy. You can throw kids in the air. I don't care. Get behind your team. Help them win the points. We are going to keep score all the way along, and we're going to pick a champion logging camp at the end of it all here. So I'm going to put the dividing line right in the middle, right between the bleachers here. Everybody from these three sets of bleachers over here today, you folks are going to be cheering on the Lumberjack and Jill team for logging camp number 9. There you go, there you go. Now, Camp 9, you have brought your best team to this contest, all right, today. They are rough, they are tough, they are mean, they are going to win, right? There we go. Everybody from the center all the way over here today, you folks are going to be cheering on the team for logging camp number 13. Yeah, there you go. Camp 13. You know those Camp number 9 lumberjacks over there are nothing but a bunch of wimps, right? Right. Your team is going to come out here today. They're going to kick some you-know-what, right? Right. Now, one other thing we need to do, and we'll get this contest started. I would like to teach you folks an old-time lumberjack cheer. It's very simple. It dates back many, many years, and it's just kind of become a fun tradition at Timberworks Lumberjack Show. Just a way to get behind your competitors and let them know you want them to win, all right? It's very simple. Here's how it goes. It goes, yo-ho! Go! Pretty good. Now, quite a few people over here, some people over here maybe didn't get it, okay? Now look, this is a lumberjack contest. This is your chance to get a little rowdy. I'm gonna need everybody out there. I want you, on the count of 3, to get this thing off on the right foot. I want you to give me your biggest, your loudest, your rowdiest lumberjack yo-ho you can muster. On 3, are you ready? 1, 2, 3! Yo-ho! You're sounding great, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready to meet your teams? Yeah. Let's get him out here. Logging camp number 9. We're going to bring your lumberjack out first. This guy comes all the way from Buffalo, New York. Got some folks from New York up here, I guess, right? He has been a collegiate competitor through his college career. He is now graduated. He is one of the up-and-comers on the Steel Timber Sports Series. He competed in the rookie division last year, doing very well. A fantastic all-around competitor. Let's make him welcome Camp 9, Mr. Andrew O'Connell! All right, listen, Camp 13, we got a problem here. Now, I know we got a bit of a biased opinion over here, but listen, this guy is for the other team. He's for Camp 9. You're not going to cheer him on. No, you're not going to cheer on Camp 9. As a matter of fact, when you see Camp number 9 doing well, what are you folks going to do? Boo! You give him a big old boo. That's right, Camp 9. When you see Camp 13 win an event today, what do you do? As loud as you can. There you go. All right, Camp 13, your lumberjack comes from Hayward, Wisconsin. He is a fantastic all-around competitor. He started log rolling when he was only 4 years old. Now he's grown up around the sport. He has since picked up an axe and crosscut saw and started competing in those disciplines. One of the veterans of Timberworks Lumberjack Show. Let's hear it for your lumberjack, Nick Heston! You guys catch on pretty quick over here. All right, Camp 9, your lumberjill. She, as well, she's living in Charleston, South Carolina right now. She's traveled around the country. She, as well, began log rolling at 4 years old. Grown up, and she's a boom runner, competing annually at the Lumberjack World Championships up in Hayward, Wisconsin. Let's hear it for your lumberjill, Camp 9, Sydney Headley! Camp 13, you are short a lumberjill right now. Well, let's remedy that situation. Your lumberjill as well began log rolling at 4 years old. That's when they start this sport, log rolling and the water sports. She was just a little kid. Now she's growing up around the sport as well, competing annually at the Lumberjack World Championships. She is a log roller, a boom runner, a Jack and Jill Sawyer, an axe thrower. She is Sydney's younger sister. Let's hear it for Sarah Hadley! All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have our team selected, and we are going to get this thing started. And we're going to kick it off with the Jack and Jill crosscut saw race. A man and a woman on either end of this old 5-foot misery whip here, the old M-tooth saw. Rules are pretty simple. First team through the log is going to win the point. Camp number 9. How many want to see Andrew and Sid win it? This is your chance to cheer, ladies and gentlemen. Camp number 13. How many cheer for Nick and Sid? We're going to get them started, folks. The louder you cheer, the faster they go. Let's get them going. Sawyer's ready. 1, 2, go! That's it. They can hear you, folks. This is for the first point of the contest. It's pretty even. There it is. Camp number 9. Just a couple of pulls ahead there. Camp 9 is on the board. All right, now folks, Camp 9 is in the lead with 1 point. Now we do have kind of a unique way of keeping score at Timberworks Lumberjack Show. Remember I told you we're going to keep score all the way along? We're going to enlist the help of these little guys right here. These little chainsaw carved bears. Now each team that gets a point today is going to get one of these little bears placed on their side. So keep an eye on the bears. They will tell you who is in the lead. Right now it's Camp 9. I was hoping you didn't forget there, Camp 13. Well, we've got lots of competition left to go. We're going to move down in front now for an axe throwing contest. Axe throwing wasn't actually a job in the woods. It was more of a form of recreation. If the men had a little time off on a Sunday afternoon, they'd simply take their double bit for cruising axes, throw them at the end of a log to see who could get at the stick closest to the middle. We're going to give each competitor a warm-up throw today. Then they get 3 scoring throws. Yeah, you can make some noise for them. This ain't no golf match here. All right, a good throw for Andrew as well. They're just checking the distance and rotation of that axe. Find that sweet spot they want to stand. Good throw for Sid. All right, some good warm-ups here. Hey, all right. All warmed up now, ladies and gentlemen. Each competitor gets 3 throws. We are going to total it all up and pick the winner. All right, here we got Nick going with his first throw. How many wants him to get a bullseye? Bullseye. Bullseye for Nick. Here goes Andrew, hoping to hit for a bullseye as well. Oh, a bit low, but he's got 1 point. Right in the green there. Hitting the green is 1, hitting the yellow is 3, hitting the red is 5. There goes Sarah. Oh, a little bit low for Sarah on that one. Sid's hoping for a bullseye. You think she can do it? Oh, 3. That's a good throw. 3 for Sid. Nick with a 3. Here goes Andrew, hoping for that bullseye. He's got it. 5 points. All right. There's Sarah going for the middle. She's got a 3. Sid's got a ball. You got any red on that? Nope, just outside. 3 for Sid. We are pretty close right now, ladies and gentlemen. There's Nick with a 3. Here goes Andrew, aiming for the center. He's got a 3. All right, a hush falls over the crowd as Sarah winds up. She's got a 3. This is it. This is all up to Sid. She chokes. The winner is camp number 13. 18 points on the axe throw. Camp 13. And with that win, Camp 13, guess what? You get your first little bear right over here. There he is. Like I said, you keep an eye on these guys. They will tell you who was in the lead. I'll tell you a little bit more about these bears as we go along here. But right now we're going to give our Lumberjills a little bit of a rest. And we're going to get our Lumberjacks back up here for a springboard chopping contest. Now, springboard originated back in the day when the men had to get above the base of some of these large trees they were cutting for any number of reasons. Maybe that tree was on a very steep hillside. They needed a level spot to stand from which to swing that axe and notch the tree. To do that, they would chop a notch or a pocket into the tree, insert a steel-toed board called a springboard, and then standing on these boards, they could have a nice level footing. By the time the logging industry moved out to the Pacific Northwest back around the 1920s, of course the trees were much larger. The redwoods and some of the cedars would get to be 15, 20 feet in diameter. Well, that root system would flare out into the forest floor. They had to go 4 to 5 boards high to where that trunk became a constant diameter and they could cut the tree off at that level. It is one of the most dangerous and difficult chops in timber sports today. They are standing on an 8-inch wide board. They are swinging a 6-pound razor blade. Those axes, you could literally shave with them. They're swinging that axe both right and left-handed. They cannot go all the way through from one side. They need to finish that cut on the back side in order to make it a legal chop. Looks like we got our choppers ready here. Camp number 9, let's hear it for Andrew O'Connell over here for a win in the springboard. How many want to see Nick win it? Camp number 13, hoping to get the lead here. Folks, let's get them started right now. Choppers ready. 1, 2, go! They're up on those boards. Nick is into that block. So is Andrew. Folks, cheer him on. They can hear you. The first one to settle the block wins the point. Those 6-pound axes with everything they have. Keep an eye on who turns first. It could indicate the leader, but not necessarily. Cheer him on, folks. They will wave from there for you. When that block goes flying, you cheer him as loud as you can. Nick is around here. It goes. Camp number 13 is in the lead. With a win in the springboard. Great chopping right there. Camp number 13, you get your next little bear right over here. There he is. All right, now what we've seen so far, ladies and gentlemen, are kind of traditional lumberjack events, right? We've had the crosscut saws, and of course the axes, but we're going to modernize things now a little bit in this next event. We're going to be breaking out some chainsaws for this one. We are using Steel Chainsaws, the #1 selling saw in the world, and a proud sponsor of Timberworks Lumberjack Show. Now, you can't buy steel at a big box store. You got to go to your local steel retailer. To find one, just go to steelusa.com, put your zip code into the dealer locator area, and it'll give you a map to all your closest steel dealers. All right. You will notice also, ladies and gentlemen, the men are putting on some safety equipment here. We always recommend, if you're using a chainsaw, please take a few seconds to put on the appropriate safety clothing. Hearing and eye protection, of course, is a must. Steel-toed shoes, the black chaps you see them wearing over their legs, contain 6 layers of Kevlar that will, in fact, stop that chain and prevent a cut to your leg if that saw should accidentally come in contact. Very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. You see, it just took them maybe 10 seconds to put this stuff on. It could save you a lifetime of problems. All right, we are using steel MS660s. Now, these saws have been modified. They have some carburetor modifications. They've had some engine work done, and they've been fitted with this custom exhaust, this tuned exhaust pipe. Basically lets these saws breathe a lot easier, get a whole lot more air and fuel into that engine. It lets them run a lot faster, a lot leaner, a lot louder. They're going to warm them up right now. I would recommend it for small kids and people sensitive ears. Put your fingers in your ears. They are loud. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a 3-cut race. 1 down, 1 up, 1 down. First Lumberjack with 3 complete discs on the deck is going to win the point. Cam number 13, you're in the lead. How many want to see Nick win? Cam number 9, let's hear it for your man, Andrew. You can cheer him on as loud as you want. Something tells me they're not going to hear you anyway. Sawyer's ready. 1, 2, go. The hot saw and wins another little bear right over there. Yeah. Well, sir, you got him on that one.
Yeah, that went pretty well. Tell you folks what, though, I'm going to guarantee victory in the next event, too. Yo-ho.
Hang on here. Don't get too excited there, Camp 13. How are you going to guarantee a victory in a lumberjack contest?
Yeah, well, I practiced a lot. I'm really, really good. I'm actually undefeated in this.
Undefeated? Really? You've never lost. Why have you not lost this event, Nick?
That's not important.
I think we're kind of curious. Wouldn't you folks like to know? Why have you not lost this event, Nick?
I'm the only one in this.
That does increase his odds. Look, we're not going to give him a point for this, all right? We're going to step away from the competition for just a quick minute. I think you folks are really going to enjoy this, though. Whenever we have a lumberjack on our team with any kind of a special skill or talent, I'd like to give him an opportunity in the show to sort of showcase that skill. Now, Nick is not only a great competitor, he is a fantastic artist. He's a chainsaw carver. Okay? Now, the thing that sets him apart from other chainsaw artists is incredibly fast. He's what's known as a
speed carver.
He's a speed carver. Ladies and gentlemen, with your permission today, we would like Nick to demonstrate his speed carving ability. Would you like to see that? All right, Nick, what are you going to carve for everybody?
Yeah, I'm going to carve a furry little woodland animal I saw on my way here today.
Little animal, okay, yeah, good idea for a lumberjack show. Which animal is it going to be?
Well, no, can't just tell them that's part of the fun of speed carving. I like to carve. Have the audience guess as I'm going along.
Yes, all right. Well, you do go very fast, and I see a lot of kids in the audience. It's kind of hard to guess sometimes. Why don't you give them some hints? And if you folks can figure out what it's going to be, just holler out the answer as loud as you can.
All right, yeah, hippie dops down the trail. Comes on at East time, big floppy ears. Worst thing I say is that's it, more clues.
Rabbit!
It's going to be a rabbit. All right. Nick's going to carve you guys a bunny. Get ready, folks. He's pretty darn quick. Now he's leveled off that block. We're going to get started right. Where's your rabbit?
My rabbit's right here. Eyes, ears, nose, toes, tail. Give me a yo-ho if you like my bunny.
Yo-ho! Yeah. Give me yo-ho if you don't like his bunny. Yeah. I'm with you guys. Look, that does not even look like a rabbit. Where in the world have you ever seen a bunny like that?
Well, just like I said on my way here today, they usually lane right up the middle of the highway. It's a lot like that.
See. What do you think the rabbit was doing on the highway there, wise guy?
Sleeping.
Sleeping. Yeah. Why would a rabbit be sleeping on the highway?
Yeah, well, I wasn't quite sure at first either, but after we drove past him, looked in the rearview mirror, looked awful tired to me.
Get out of here. Get lost. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not going to accept that for a carved rabbit, are we? No, we're not. Should we give Andrew a shot at the block? All right, one chance, Andrew. Can you carve these folks a nice bunny rabbit?
Oh, I can do a whole lot better than him. It's just going to take me a little bit longer.
All right, we're going to give... Andrew's been practicing in between shows on his chainsaw carving, so we'll see how he's doing here with his endeavors. Hey, look at that. He's got some ears. All right, good start, man. What's next? Hard part is next, he says. Come look how I see you done already. That's best one, huh? Let's check it. Oh my. Good. I'm shocked. I'm speechless. You're not going to show them that thing, are you?
You guys want to see it, right, yo-ho?
Yeah! Do not. do not applaud for that. Yeah. Well, all right. Look, the ears are good. The ears are pretty good. You started off good, but that face is not so good. You just scratch that face on there. You need to put some more detail in this thing.
I totally forgot about that part, Dave.
What part?
Detail, it goes right here in the back.
Okay. Yeah. How about some more facial features? That sort of detail.
Yeah, I could use some whiskers and a big fluffy eyebrow I've been saving just for this crowd.
Okay, yeah, whiskers and an eyebrow. Okay, whatever. You're the artist. Do whatever you got to do here. All right. Looks like he's starting with detail. Yep. All right, there's the tail. Looks like he's going around to the whiskers here.
Purchase 4 buntlets and get a free lunch toast. Value at $5.99. That's the Expo Hall deal of the day.
Oh no!
You get a free insulated lunch
What have you done?
for the value of $5.99.
What? Move that saw. Let me.
#1 volume 4 dealer in the entire Southeast
you know what? Look.
United States. And also
Yeah, next to man, look at this. Whisker, mustache. Gave the rabbit a mustache.
That's not a mustache, and I hope you didn't touch it, Dave.
I did touch it if it's not a mustache. What is it?
It's a booger.
You can also visit them on the website.
What do you got left here?
The eyebrows.
Just the eyebrows. All right, one more cut and we'll get him out of here.
That's your business. But if you want to pay less, that's their business. See you at Brandon Ford.
Hey, Andrew, stop! You're gonna go too deep. There you go. Now, cover for you. I can't cover for you. Yeah, no, that's not working. You can't put that thing back together, Andrew. No, not helping. You ruined it. The best part of the show, and you wrecked it. You just decapitated your rabbit.
I didn't cap, I just irritated him a little bit.
You're starting to irritate me. Look, you cut his little ears right off there. How could you do that in front of everybody?
You're trying to blame me?
You were the only guy up here with a chainsaw.
You guys all saw it. I was doing fine, making my cut, and then he's over here yelling, screaming all over, distracted me, made me cut his head off.
You're telling me I made you cut the head off the rabbit?
I just cut a hair too deep.
Look, why don't you sit down, all right? We're going to make it's the first show of the day, folks. We're going to make him practice. Sit down. Think about what you did wrong. Folks, I want to apologize on Andrew's behalf. When you... Oh, be darned. Hey, look what you carved there.
Yeah, get a load of this guy.
Yeah, but talking about that cute little thing you're sitting on there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cute.
Had my whole life.
Talking about that. Not that! Not that. I'm talking about that little chair there. That's pretty darn cool.
Yeah, by accident, I seem to start a little hair chair for a little lumberjack, a little lumberjill out in the crowd. If you want it, raise your hand loud, yell, yo ho.
Yo! Anybody want this little chair? Oh, you got one right now.
Blue shirt, yellow backpack.
Blue shirt, yellow backpack. If you have a blue shirt and yellow backpack. All right, he's got a lumberjill picked out here. Come on over here.
It's not totally free. Everybody give a big clap and yell for it. Alright, Mom, Dad here. Can she have the chair? Alright, $20.
That is not $20. That's a little gift from Timberworks Lumberjack Show and our friends at AARP. Let's have a nice round of applause for her, everybody. Oh, drop the glasses first, Winnie. Hey, keep it going for her mom, too, that gets to drag that thing around the rest of the day. You're welcome, ma'am. All right, folks, we are going to quit messing around. We're going to jump right back into the competition. While the guys are getting ready, I want to invite everybody after the show. We got a few more events left, but after the show, come on up and visit us. We have some wood chips over there. The Lumberjacks and Lumberjills would be happy to autograph them. If the kids want to get an autograph or a photo or anything, by all means, just come over and say hi. We'd love to visit with you. Also, while you're up here, we do have some souvenirs, some hats, and let's see, we got some tank tops. And these little bears are for sale after the show. If you would like to one of those little guys, come on over and see us and we'll hook you up. We'll be right over here at the end. All right, folks, at this point in the show, we're going to jump right into one of the most fast-paced, exciting events in timber sports today. I am talking about the speed climbing. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to see some speed climbing? Now, folks, this is not just a race to the top of these 45-foot spar poles. It is a race up and down. You're going to see the men race to the top, throw that rope so it hits that orange line at the top of the tree, and then it's a race right back down to the pad. First guy up and down is going to win the point for their team. Camp number 9 is a little bit behind here. Andrew needs to go ahead and win this. Camp number 9. How many want to see Andrew win the speed climb? Camp number 13, how many want to see Nick win it? Folks, it's a hard race to the top of these trees. You cheer them on as loud as you can. We're going to get them started. Climbers ready? 1, 2, go! Racing to the top, racing to the top. Cheer them on, folks, they can hear you. All the way up there and then all the way right back down. Andrew's there, and he's on his way down. Here comes Nick on his way down. Number 13. All right, get your bear over here. All right, camp number 13, winning the speed climb. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get our Lumberjacks off the stage. We're going to bring the Lumberjills back out here. Who wants to see the Lumberjills featured? We're going to move out here in the pond, and we're going to have a little boom running. This string of logs you see running across the width of the pond is called a log boom. They would use this device whenever they had to sort the logs out. Keep in mind there's thousands and thousands of logs all floating down the rivers. The men would ride down the rivers with them. At night when they camped along the riverbanks, they would have to make sure the logs didn't take off. They would tie several of them end to end and wrap them around a group of floating logs. This is called a log boom. The people, the boom tenders, as they were known, that took care of the logs and kept them sorted out, got to be very, very good at running across these floating logs to get from one side of the river or the mill pond to another. This is how we're going to score this. These gals are both world-class boom runners. They are going to sprint from this end all the way down to that end. We are going to count the logs as they go. If they make it down dry, they're going to come right back and we'll count the logs. If they make it all the way back dry, we're going to send them down again. All right, looks like we got our boom runners ready. How many want to see? Who's going first there? Sarah Hadley. Let's hear it for Sarah. Here she goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and she's in the drink. All right, here goes Sydney, camp number 9. 1, 2, 3, and she's in the drink. All right, Sarah's one log ahead. We're going to start on 5. Here we go. 5, 6, 7. Whoa! A little bit of log in there. All right. Sid needs to get forward. Here we go. 2. There we go. 7. Number 13. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one event left. Anyone guess what it's going to be? Log rolling. You got it. Good guess. Process of elimination. We're going to get this log boom out of the way here. Move it on back so nobody gets hurt. Our lumberjills have been rolling together pretty near their whole lives. So we are going to get them out there on this very small log and have a little best 2 falls out of 3 log rolling match. Log rolling actually came about from the days of the river drive as well, when they would float these logs down the rivers. Many times, as I mentioned, the men would have to run across the logs, kind of riding them down the river, steering the logs, making sure they did not get jammed up or stuck in the corners of the rivers and whatnot. It was very, very dangerous work. As a matter of fact, more men were lost during the days of the river drive than all other phases of the logging operation combined. Now, it's from this dangerous job that we get our modern day sport. The rules today are very simple. They can't cross the blue line in the middle, and they cannot touch each other. Anything else goes. They can spin that log, change direction, splash water, spit tobacco juice, do whatever they want to do to knock their opponent into the water. All right, we got our lumberjills lined up. How many are cheering for Sydney on camp number 9? Let's hear for Sydney, camp number 9. All right, let's hear it for Sarah, camp number 13. There we go, folks, cheering on. Right there, last one on the log wins. First one on the water loses. There's no water splash by Sid. That's legal. Trying to get some water up into Sarah's eyes. Distract her. Number 9 winning that first fall. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, it's about 2 falls out of 3. We're going to get right back out there for fall number 2. Go ahead, put your hands together, pick your lumberjill, and cheer her on to victory. They're watching each other's feet. They are in a running match. They're facing the same direction on the log. If they were facing opposite directions, it would be called a bucking match. Oh! Sid ties it up, puts her in. We're all tied up in the log roll, ladies and gentlemen. It is down to that 3rd and final fall. Folks, put your hands together, pick them up, and let's get them out there for fall number 3. Back and forth on that log. Incredible balance, fast footwork. That's what it takes to be a champion log roller. These girls are among the best in the world at this event. Watching each other's feet very carefully, hoping their opponent is going to make a mistake. They got to rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. Cheer them on! There she goes, Sydney! Camp number 9. Winning the log roll. The winner of the entire competition, camp number 13. Let's Nick and Sarah. How about a nice round of applause for all of our lumberjacks and lumberjills, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming to share part of your day with us. We appreciate each and every one of you. That's Nick Hasted, Sid Hadley, Sarah Hadley, Andrew O'Connell. My name's Dave. We want to leave you with one last lumberjack. Yo-ho! Don't forget, folks, if you want to get an autograph or meet your Lumberjacks or Lumberjills, come on over and say hi. We'd love to visit with you. We do have some of these little bears for sale, as well as hats, t-shirts, and we've got some koozies and stuff there too. Check them out. Enjoy the rest of your day at the Florida State Fair.
Thank you.